How do you know if you've really forgiven someone? You may have said some words, you may have even said some prayers, but how do you know if you've really accomplished the task of forgiving someone? You know, forgiveness is a one-way street. Forgiveness is a spiritual release in your spirit towards someone else. It is choosing not to hold them accountable for the things that they have said or done towards you. And forgiveness is a one-way street. It is you towards them. Reconciliation is when everything comes together in the end. And that doesn't happen all the time, right? But how do you know if you've really actually forgiven someone? Jesus told us in Matthew chapter 5, he says, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. In Luke chapter 6, Jesus said it like this. He says, but those who are listening say, love your enemies and do good towards those who hate you. Bless those who curse you and pray for those who mistreat you. How do you know if you've really actually forgiven someone? It's not just an attitude of, oh, I'm done with that person and I've forgiven them and I'm just moving on. That may be part of it, but if you really want to know if you've forgiven someone is when you go beyond just apathy towards that person anymore and you move on towards actually wanting them to be blessed. Because when you pray for someone and when you bless them, you now know it's not about you and your hurt feelings. It's about seeing the will of God accomplished in their life. Seeing the favor of God on their life because you care more about what God thinks than you care about what you think or what the other person thinks. How do you know if you've really forgiven someone? Is if you want the will of God done in their life, that they might be blessed, and you pray and love them like Jesus tells us to. Maybe that's an action that you need to take. To go beyond just, I wash my hands of you, I kick the dust off my feet towards that person, but to simply pray and say, Lord, I pray for this person or these people or this church that hurt me or this organization or this group of people. I pray, Lord, that you would bless them beyond all measure. Lord, that I would love them like Christ loves the church, and that we would do as James tells us to do, not just to be apathetic towards them, but to seek peace, to be peacemakers. And this is hard. It's hard to go beneath the surface of just saying you've forgiven them and released them in your spirit, just saying, Lord, I want you to bless them and I want to see your will done in their life. Unforgiveness can eat away at you, and it does not honor the Lord. So we forgive and we love and we pray and we bless. And I pray that you would do that today. God bless you.